As you can see, I've let my nails get really rough. I never let them go this bad without taking the nail polish off and allowing them to get this nicked up. But I intentionally let them get all beat up for you guys so that I could get a true effect of what giving yourself a manicure is supposed to look like and is supposed to come out like. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first, you're going to need some tools to be able to do this. I use the nail polish remover. This is by Beauty Secrets, again from Sally's. This one has acetone in it, but it smells like bubblegum, and this one doesn't dry your nails too bad. And if you're wondering what usually turns your nails yellow, most people think it's because you don't put a base coat and the nail polish turns it yellow, but it's actually the type of nail polish remover that you use. Acetone will make your nails a little bit whiter than non-acetone nail polish, but it dries out your hands and your skin a little bit quicker than a regular nail polish does. So that's first things first. We're going to need some nail polish remover, any kind will do. We're also going to need a cuticle pusher. We're also going to be needing a basic nail file. Also, if this is optional, but if you have it, this is a crystal nail file, and I got this again from Sally's. This is the best one that I found for removing cuticles because it has a squared edge here. So we're going to be needing that. We're also going to be needing a buffer. I go through these pretty quickly. They're about 70 cents. We're going to need a, I don't know what you call these, manicure scissors, I guess. A nail brush to scrub any dirt off. Clippers if you need them to cut down your nails. And then a couple last things. This is optional, of course, because you don't need it, but it's a manicure bowl, and you put soap and water in it and you stick your hands in here to soak and get your cuticles really soft. This, again, I think was like 50 cents at Sally's. Also, a cuticle oil, again, is optional. And what I like to use instead of really something like this is this, and I've showed this before. This is True Blue Spa Just a Minute 60-second manicure scrub, and I got this from Bath and Body Works, and it's just a scrub that you use for your hands, and it works really good. So I use that instead of actually soaking my hands. And then of course a base coat. So go ahead and get all those things together, and let's get started. So first thing first, after you've taken all the nail polish off of your nails, you're going to want to trim them. And like I said, I'm not going to be trimming mine just because they are the perfect length for me right now, but I do need to file some of them down. I like my nails squared off, and they grow like that, so I really don't have to file too much. But what you want to do is just file down some of the rigidness on the edges and any of them that are uneven. For the most part, like, I don't know if you can see this one, it has like a little crack in it. I'll just file that. So as you can see, it's nice and smooth around the edges now. I'm just going to go in and do that to all of my nails. So after you file down all your nails, this would be the time when you would come in and put any cuticle oil on your cuticles, or soak them in the bowl so that you could get your cuticles and the skin around your nails really soft so that it can be clipped off and filed down. So I don't do either one of these steps because I don't really like cuticle oil. To me, it doesn't work as well, but if you like it, go ahead and do this. If you like soaking your hands, go ahead and do that. But what I'm actually going to do is just move on to the next step after that, and that's pushing back my cuticles. And I'm just going to use this cuticle pusher and go right in and just push down on my cuticles. So just go through and do the same motion. I recommend getting the cuticle pusher that is rubber, so if you slip and accidentally hit it too hard, it doesn't hurt, because this other end can actually be used as a cuticle pusher. You can push it back like that, but if you accidentally hit it too far, you're going to cut this part of the nail right here, and it's not pleasant because I've done it before. So I'm just going to finish doing that to the rest of my nails and then come back and show you guys the next step. So after I've actually pushed back on my cuticles, you can see here that they're really dry and just a lot of extra skin hanging in there, and I just don't like the way that they look. So that's where the crystal nail file comes in. So what I do is I take this and I go along the edges and I just kind of buff out that cuticle. Like I said, a lot of people like to do this with cuticle oil and they find that it takes off their cuticles quite easily, but for me it doesn't work, and so I prefer using this. But again, also, this is just my method. Definitely use your own if you have it. So just showing you how you can get a quick and simple manicure for cheap. So as you can see there, I have completely taken off the cuticle, and the cuticle is kind of sitting around my nail there. So I actually do this to every nail bed, to every cuticle before I buff. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then I'll come back. I know I'm going to get this question, so I'm just going to go ahead and address it. My dominant hand is my right hand, so it's harder for me to actually do my right hand. What I do is I just hold it firmly in my left hand, and you would do the same if you're opposite me. And I just hold it and I move my right hand along the nail file. And I do that with pretty much anything just because I find that it's easier to work it like that. So again, this is optional, just like pretty much anything I've done. A lot of people stop at pushing back their cuticles and then they just paint their nails and move on. Like I said, I like to go a step further and make my manicure last a little bit longer. So I actually do use manicure scissors. I don't cut off the cuticle. That's what I use a crystal nail file for, because it is easier to cut yourself with these than with the crystal nail file. But what I use this for is like any corners that I have dead skin at that can be cut off. Can you guys see this? I just cut it off the side of my thumb. It's just dead skin. It doesn't hurt whatsoever. So I just go in, and some nails have it more than others. Usually my right hand more than my left hand. But if you find that you have just a little rough patch, just go in there and clip it right off with the manicure scissors again. Doesn't hurt at all. See? So, and then I always use a towel when I'm doing my manicure so I can just pick it all up and go shake it outside. And then also on this thumb, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have like a little piece of skin hanging off. I'm not sure if you call this like an ingrown skin or something, but you just take the manicure scissors and clip it right off. It doesn't hurt at all. It would actually hurt more. See how it's like a little raw under there? It would actually hurt more if it ripped off. So I like to cut those things off and just go and continue in. Again, I just am really careful with my right hand because it can be a little tricky to cut, and these things can actually cut you, so be very, very careful. Okay, so last but certainly not least, in fact I consider this one of the most important things you can do, because if you don't go in and you don't file, you don't take off the cuticle, this can actually do all of the steps in one. This is just a buffer pad. So pretty much what you do with this is I hold it with my dominant hand, thumb on one end and my pointer and middle finger on the other, and I just take, I like using the big side, but if I have to I'll use the small side, and I just hold out a finger and go back and forth like this. And pretty much what this is going to do is it's just going to take out all of the rigidness in the nail, make it very smooth, take out any cracks, get rid of the extra dead skin on the side. And as you can see, when buffing it out, it makes your nail really white compared to the other nails. So it also does take away some of that yellowness. So after that step, what I would do next is just apply a base coat. Any base coat will work, but I wanted to show you guys what my nails look like after all of this. They're very white. They look very healthy, no cuticles, like I just got them done at a salon, and I paid a fraction of the cost, and I'll be able to use these products over and over and over again. So I hope this helped you guys out. Those of you that enjoy doing your nails and don't want to pay the heavy cost for it, I hope that you learned something from this video. Don't forget to leave me comments down below. Let me know what you think, if you have any requests, stuff like that. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.